Hello everyone and welcome to the channel. I'm Emmanuel, I'm an Airbus pilot, and welcome to our second leg of our day in the life of a British Airways pilot. Today we are flying the A319 from Manchester to London Heathrow, and remember from our first sector we do still have our T-cars inoperative. So let's go right into the turnaround over here and see how this is gonna go. The cleaners have just come on board, and once they are done we will be ready to start our boarding over here. On another small note, the jetway is inoperative on Manchester Airport as well, so for that we do have stairs connected and we're doing walk-on, walk-off boarding. Now, while all of that may sound like a lot of bucks, I'm telling you honestly, this is nothing out of the ordinary in the day of a life of a short-haul pilot. Part of the reasons why I changed to flying long-haul, because on short-haul you're going to be aft over 4 times a day with this, on long-haul just once. Alright, now our aircraft is about to be prepared for the second flight here. So let's go ahead and import our flight plan and take a look into what we are going to do. The weather in Manchester is still fantastic. In Heathrow it's looking good as well. We are going to get some gusts later in the day, but for now no problems at all. Then we have our alternate in Gatwick, which is looking fantastic. With that in mind, we are supposed to leave Manchester at 0700 and then we are going to arrive almost half an hour early in London Heathrow. Cruising in flight level 190, the weights are all not critical, and then going down into the fuel section, 3.6 plus taxi. Now, it's Heathrow that we're going to, so some holdings could definitely be expected, so let's take 15 minutes of holding fuel, which is 600 kilos more, so looking into the fuel we are looking at 4,400 kilograms. Alright, so with that fuel quantity decided, definitely need that 40 and the 5 callouts. With that fuel quantity decided, let's go down here and we're going to take 4,400. Let's go ahead and request GSX for boarding and for refueling, and then I'd say we are done with the initial parts of our setup down here. So let's go out and do the walk around. So cleaning still in progress over here. Well, all the services should be automated, so we can go right down and start with our walk around. Now, starting at the front over here, pitot tubes are looking good, the TAT probe and the ice detectors are as well. Static port is looking good, and yep, I would say that is definitely an Airbus. Alright, so, again, static port, pitot tube, TAT probe, ice detector, all looking good. And then we can have a look at the nose gear down here, making sure that there are no damages, nothing out of the ordinary. And this is all looking fantastic. Then let's continue on, starting with our engine. It's windmilling, so there's no sense checking fan blades here. The lower part of the engine's looking good, the leading edge is looking good, we got a green nav light operating, and all the static wick dischargers are still in place. It's interesting how there are so many more of them on the Airbus than there are on the Boeing 737. Alright, brakes are looking good, and the wheels are looking good as well. Alright, so we're done over here, then let's go all the way to the back. The outflow valve is looking good, the leading edges are looking good, static wick dischargers are all in place. Nav light is good, the tail has no skid marks, perfect, so we didn't tail strike it. And then we can go right back up to the front over here. Alright, let's have a look at the left-hand main gear. Especially gonna have a good look at the tires, since we did a rather positive landing. But this is all fantastic. No sign of damages or anything. Perfect. And checking the trailing edge of the wing. And again, just look at the sheer number of static wick dischargers here. It's 9. On the 737 it's 2. Quite incredible how many more they have on this aircraft. I really have no idea why. Alright, so this is looking good. Okay. static ports, AOA vanes, all checked. Then I'd say we are ready to go ahead. The cleaners are off board, so boarding should begin any moment. Very good. Then let's take a seat again and start to prepare our A319 for the next sector. And yeah, the ramp agent is just coming. He's bringing the passengers as well. Excellent. Alright, good. So, refueling is still in progress. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, the passengers are on their way and we are fueling and boarding. So, we do already have some load sheets down here, but let's start on the flight init page, data request. Okay. So, that's an old load sheet, this should be the current one. Preliminary edition number 2, Shuttle 3 Papa. On the 6th of July, Manchester to Heathrow. 2 pilots, 3 cabin crew, weights are looking good, 0 fuel weight is the limiting one. And we got 135 passengers. Water is full, 4.4 tons. Looks good, accept this and request our flight plan. Okay, so starting up here, I mean there isn't all that much for us to do. Still fueling. Okay, and down here all the rest is looking good. You can stay on above, even though you're broken anyway. Okay, cool. So let's go ahead and start with our setup. Manchester to Heathrow, alternate Gatwick, Shuttle 3 Papa, cost index 20, flight level 190. So a sandbar departure of 23 left, and that's got to be the sandbar 1 Yankee. And then the arrival is going to be into Heathrow's 27 left with the Honeycomb 2 Hotel, which is this one. And that leads to Bovington. Okay, insert that, then let's go ahead and have a look. Alright, so we no longer need you, but we do need you. Straight out 3D right turn 272 to 5D left turn, radial 332 inbound Honeycomb until Sandbar. Okay. So, straight out, there's 3D Manchester, then a right hand turn 282 to 5 DME, left turn Tabley, then we got 58 miles Honolulu between 3 and 5,000, and then Sandbar at 5,000. That's all good. Alright. So, Manchester, Mike, Charlie, Tango over here, Honolulu over here. And that's 152 inbound, like that. So that's all looking good. Manchester 23 right in case of an immediate return. And then let's copy and paste the secondary flight plan and enter our engine out SID. Now for that, Manchester 23 left straight at 25 miles to hold. So we're gonna call that thing the Manchester X2. Or is it 2? 23 left, no, it's X3. So Manchester 23 left, runway track is 231. And 25 miles straight ahead. Store that, and then secondary copy Man X3. With a holding 23 run right hand turns. Okay, in case of an immediate return, we'll come back to Manchester, and the approach is going to be an ILS 23 right. And this looks good. Okay, so fix info, we'll draw an extended center line here. So Manchester 23 left, 231, and man X3, like that. Alright, now let's go for our performance. For that, we'll have a load sheet here, and that's 54.8 and 29.9. Okay, fuel 4.4, wind component, average 29 knots tail, and then for our fuel, we got alternate 1, final 1.1, and contingency 0.3. Alright, then let's get our wind data, and then we can continue with our performance. So I'd say if we calculate something like uniform, that should be good enough. So Manchester 23 left, let's go for uniform. Flaps 1, 80 degrees, 34, 34, 37. Okay, noise abatement procedure number 2 is in there, and we don't need anything here. We got Manchester here, so that's all looking good. With that, our FMS is completed. Okay. So, refueling is complete. So, looks like they're done with the boarding as well, even though we don't see it here yet. I guess they still have to load all the cargo. Yeah, they do. Okay, that's fair enough. Let's see if they're at least doing something. Ah, still removing the fuel truck. Okay. Well, that's fine. We still have some time. Okay, anyway, our guests are already on board, so let's start saying hello to them. Ladies and gentlemen, a very good morning from the flight deck. This is your captain speaking. My name is Emmanuel. In the name of British Airways, I would like to welcome you all on board of our Airbus A319 on our way to London Heathrow. The flight time today is going to be just about 30 minutes, expecting a smooth ride in an altitude of 19,000 feet. Thank you very much for being our guests. Sit back, relax, and enjoy the flight with us. And we are just going to load the luggage and our cargo, and then we will be on our way. Thank you very much for your attention. Once again, welcome on board. Alright, cool. So we got those covered. Then let's go ahead and start with our departure briefing, please. And for that, we are going to depart from Manchester's runway 23 left. And it's the Sandbar 1 Yankee departure, climbing to 5,000, the MSA 3,000 and 500 at the highest sector, and extra fuel around 10, well, it should be a bit more. Let's see. Extra fuel, 13 minutes. Alright, thanks for that. Now, our departure is going to be from runway 23 left. That means the hotspot for our taxi out is crossing off runway 23 right, which is an active landing runway. Apart from that, we've got no non-standards there. Stop margin for the rejected takeoff is going to be 674 meters, and the engine out sits straight at Manchester X3, climbing 4,000, and then we can decide on the further course of action. If we stay in the south of the airport, 3,000 is going to work fine as well. And last but not least, if we need to make an immediate return, 2-3 right is programmed. We're beneath the maximum landing weight, so no problems there at all. For our departure, we've got no specials. We have one non-standard, that's the malfunctioning TCAS. For that, we are going to keep the transponder or the TCAS mode selector in off for our takeoff. That, of course, comes with one threat, which is VFAR traffic, so good look outside. Make sure that we stay within controlled airspace and tell ATC that we're unable to accept the clearance outside of controlled airspace. Well, and that's mostly it. we talked about the threats. Nothing miscellaneous over here, and if that's it, then I would say we can do the cockpit preparation checklist, please. So, gearbits and covers removed, fuel quantity 4,400 kilograms balanced, seatbelts on, ADRs, nav, and barrel wrap QNH 1018, and that's the checklist complete. Alright, then why is it constantly changing the frequencies automatically? That's so annoying. Alright, so, ATIS 121.908, let's get that.
Information Whiskey. Manchester Airport. Information Whiskey. 0620 Zulu. Arriving runway 23 right. Departing runway 23 left. Wind 180 at 5. Visibility 10. Fuel at 1600. Temperature 16, dew point 15. QNH 1018. Transition level 60. Pavement marking work ongoing. Expect minor disruptions near the cargo ramp. Advise on initial contact. You have Information Whiskey. Manchester Airport. Information.
Okay, ATIS Whiskey, Shuttle 3 Papa, Manchester Heathrow, good morning A319. That looks good, let's send that. And then we're just standing by for the clearance. And ground is going to be 121855. And the tower, 1863.
Ladies and gentlemen, a very warm welcome aboard British Airways Flight 1359.
Okay.
Departing from Manchester Airport and heading to London Heathrow.
So, there is a company message.
As per your boarding passes, stowing your hand luggage in the overhead bins or under the seats in front of you. Should you need any assistance, please do
just the PDC, okay. Naive me kinda hoped that it might have been the load sheet already, but not so. Okay. Why is the fuel truck still in place? What the hell is GSX doing now? Yeah, you are done. And, well, since this is bugging around once again, I'm going to complete the boarding as well at this point. Okay, so... request being processed, stand by. If no clearance in 2 minutes, request new flight and app. Yeah. Here's our clearance. So, clear to Heathrow. Samba 1 Yankee departure, maintain 5,000, which we got. Departure 1858. And squawk 1555, expect runway 23 left. So there's 23 left, Samba 1 Yankee is confirmed, squawk 1555. Alright, Wilco and send. So they're closing the doors now. Then let's start the APU. Okay, and then let's see if the load sheet has arrived. Yes, it has. Nice. Okay, good. So there's 54.7. So we are 100 kilos lighter. And that thing comes with a CG of 29.9. So that's looking good. 58.9, and that's at 28.8. Let's have a look at our takeoff calculations. Yeah, looks good. So up trim 0.4. Like this. Fantastic. So that's all looking good. Load sheet is accepted, and we have 135 passengers and 1 infant. Alright. So, kindly do prepare the position for pushback, please. Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, a warm welcome.
So,
to
just a
British
small
Airways
check.
Flight
Yeah,
135.
clearance requested, waiting for
Departing
other
from Manchester
services.
Airport to London.
Refueling. You are
The estimated
complete!
flight time is approximately 35 minutes. Please pay close attention to the upcoming
Here we
safety
go.
demonstration,
That's better, isn't
as
it?
contains important information even for our frequent
Alright.
flyers. Fasten your seatbelts by inserting the metal tip into the buckle and pull to tight. Remember, the seatbelt must be
Manchester Ground Shuttle 3 Papa request pushback and startup.
tray tables to the upright position and open your window blinds for takeoff and landing. Ensure that mobile phones and
We stuck with that
electronic
message now.
Start approved, face south.
laptops must be securely stowed.
Push start approved, face south, shuttle 3 Papa.
Cigarettes is prohibited.
Okay,
anywhere
before start
including the
checklist.
lavatories. Oxygen masks will drop automatically if needed. Pull the mask firmly, place it over your nose and mouth.
Oops, no,
Breathe.
wrong button.
Secure your own mask before
I
assisting.
just want the
Light
checklist,
vests
please.
located under your seat or between
Here we go.
seats. To use,
So,
pull it
park and
out,
brake.
place it over your
Set,
head.
takeoff speeds and thrust. V1134, VR134, V2137, flex 80. Windows and doors, or windows, closed, beacon on, before start checklist
We
complete.
have 2 exits at the front and 2 at the rear of the aircraft.
Okay, ground from flight
Each
deck.
exit may be behind.
Pushback and startup approved, facing south, and the park and brake is now
Follow the cruise instructions immediately. If any electronic device
released.
becomes hot or catches fire,
Roger that, start and pushback, and we'll call it on
Safety
time.
information card in your seat pocket contains all details. Thank you for your
Okay, then we're
attention.
ready for engine start. Sequence is going to be 1, then 2, and we'll commence engine number 1 start now. Roger that, clear 1. Engine 1 start. It's a fairly short taxi. We'll not do single engine taxi out. There is a company message, but I guess that's just Phoenix bugging around with delay codes now, as it always does. Yeah, shit ops, delay must equal 1 minute. Yeah, you're gonna get that later. Pretty short taxi here, so we'll start both engines straight away. Okay, pushback. Nope, pulling us forward to the tucked release point. Alright, here's a good start on engine 2, and we are ready to start, engine 1, we are ready to start 2. Engine 2 start. So, tuck release point 44, so I think they're pulling us all the way to the front here.
10x7 Juliet November, runway 23 left, taxi via Orange, Zulu,
Yep,
November
there it
Alpha,
is.
November Charlie, Echo Quebec, Echo Lima Papa, hold short of runway 23 right. Runway 23 left, taxi via Orange, Zulu, November Alpha, November Charlie, Echo Quebec, Echo Lima Papa, hold short of runway 23 right, Channel
Okay,
7
push
Juliet
completed, set
November.
brakes. Brake set.
10x1 Foxtrot Delta, runway 23 left, taxi via ZBlue, Zulu, November Alpha, November Charlie, Echo Quebec, Echo Lima Papa, hold short of runway 23 right. Runway 23
Okay,
left,
we have 2 good
taxi
starts,
via
you're clear to
Zulu,
disconnect,
November
show me the
Alpha,
pin on the
November
left please, and
Charlie,
have a good
Echo
day, bye bye.
Quebec, Echo Lima Papa, hold short of runway 23 right, Channel 1 Foxtrot Delta.
And with this kind of weather we can turn pack 2 off to save a little bit more fuel during the taxi. That's just pack 2, looks good.
Ryanair 1 Foxtrot Tango contact.
Okay, tuck, tow bar, waiting for their agent.
118.63 for tower, Ryanair 1 Foxtrot Tango.
I'll tell you what, let's start with the flight control track here. Full up. Full down. Neutral. Full left. Full right. Neutral. And there's the clear signal. Rudder. Full left. Full right. And neutral. Okay, after start checklist. RTI is off. Ecom starters check. Pitch trim 26%, rudder trim neutral, after start checklist complete. Throttle 3 Papa, request taxi.
Shuttle 3 Papa, runway 23 left taxi via Juliet Foxtrot, hold short of runway 23 right.
Taxi via Juliet Foxtrot, hold short runway 23 right, shuttle 3 Papa. Okay, that's just straight ahead, isn't it? Yeah. Juliet Foxtrot, Juliet Foxtrot. What a stupid taxiway designator name. Okay. Park and brake off, let's go. Brake check. Pressure 0. So straight out, second taxiway to the right, and then first to the left. Don't stop there, Ryanair. Go! Go! Thank you. Oh no, he's stuck. Then I'm gonna go right over here. For a moment I thought that would have been good, but no. AI doing AI things.
Shuttle 3 Papa, hold short of runway 23 right, A320 on a 3-mile final.
Holding short 23 right, shuttle 3 Papa. 3
Shuttle
miles.
Papa, cross runway 23 right,
Yeah.
then continue taxi via Foxtrot Zulu Victor Tango.
Foxtrot Zulu, Victor Tango, and crossing 23 right, shuttle 3 Papa. Yeah, more than enough space.
Shuttle 3 Papa, negative, taxi via Foxtrot Zulu Victor Tango and cross runway 23 right.
What are you doing, AI? Okay, we are crossing, and there's that hill one more time. Alright, the left is clear, the right is clear. I suppose we are going to be behind the EasyJet, so let's take it nice and slow. So Victor and Tango. And Tango is going to be up left here. Okay, cool. So, no changes to the briefing. Why is that door still showing open? So, then we are waiting for the cabin to get ready.
Easy 53 Echo Tango, contact tower on 118.63.
118.63 for tower, Easy 53 Echo Tango.
Contact tower on 118.63.
118.63, shuttle 3 Papa. Hello, flight deck.
The cabin is now secure for takeoff.
Thank you very much. Manchester Tower, good morning. Shuttle 3 Papa, ready for departure.
Shuttle 3 Papa, Manchester Tower, runway 23 left, hold short, you're number 1 behind the A320.
Holding short 23 left, shuttle 3 Papa.
3 left.
Man, it's pretty hard to taxi this at such a low weight. Alright, taxi checklist. Flight controls, checked. Flap setting, config 1+F, radar and predictive wind shear, on and auto. And engine mode selector, norm, eco memo, takeoff, no blue, taxi checklist complete.
Alien 70 Bravo, winds 200 at 5, runway 23 right, cleared to land. Welcome to Manchester.
Clear to land, Alien 70 Bravo.
Shuttle 3 Papa, runway 23 left, line up and wait.
23 left, line up and wait, shuttle 3 Papa. Spoilers once again. Okay, that's gonna stay off. Cabin crew, prepare for departure. Line-up checklist. Takeoff runway, 23 left, TCAS, standby, and packs 1 and 2 off, line-up checklist complete.
Shuttle 3 Papa, runway 23 left, winds 200 at 5, cleared for takeoff.
Runway 23 left, clear for takeoff, shuttle 3 Papa.
2, 3.
Okay, ready? Take off. Manflex 80, SRS, auto thrust blue. Thrust set, checked. .100 knots, checked. V1, rotate. Positive climb, gear up. Nav, checked.
Shuttle 3 Papa, contact Manchester departure on 118.58.
11858, shuttle 3 Papa, bye bye. Thrust climb, climb, auto thrust.
Tomjet 3 Foxtrot Lima.
Manchester departure, good morning, shuttle 3 Papa, Samba 5 Yankee, passing 1700, climbing 5000. Flap 0.
Shuttle 3
Speed
Papa,
check, flap
Manchester
0.
departure identified, climb 5000.
Climb 5000, shuttle 3 Papa. Full vertical speed 2000. And speed vertical speed. Okay, lovely. Set vertical speed 1000.
Shuttle 3 Papa, climb flight level 120.
Climbing flight level 120, shuttle 3 Papa. First climb 12000 blue. Checked. Alright, acceleration flow pattern, flaps up, spoilers retracted, gear up, packs on. Complete. Set standard.
departure, Tomjet 3 Foxtrot Lima 2000 for 4,000.
Done a cross-check passing 5-9, well 5-5.
London Control,
Now.
radar contact. Climb and maintain
Check.
flight level 100.
Out of 2000 for flight level 100, Tomjet 3 Foxtrot Lima.
Autopilot 1. Alright. With that, we're up and on our way. Let's see. 46. Fantastic, half an hour early. That's gonna make for a nice turnaround later on. Nice and relaxed. That's how I like it. Maybe even enough time for the engineers to start having a look at our TCAS, even though I'm honest, I doubt it. But it would be nice to have a function TCAS going to go and see later on. But yeah, that's for the future, for the time being. More stuff like that. So approaching is checked. Okay. I think it's gonna stay calm where we are. Seatbelts off. And we don't need anything in the FMS any longer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is Ryan, your purser speaking. The captain has turned off the fasten seatbelt sign, so you are now free to move about the cabin. Please
Okay.
take care as you do so, and let us know if there's anything we can assist you with. Thank you. Dear guests, we are pleased to inform you that the use of approved electronic
Speed,
devices
vertical
is now
speeds.
permitted.
1000 to go.
Our cabin service will begin
Check.
shortly. We appreciate your
Top of
patience.
descent in about
Thank you for
65
flying with
miles.
us today.
Easy. Well, let me do one more attempt at the TCAS here. Okay. This is looking better.
Shuttle 3 Papa, climb flight level 190.
Climbing flight level 190, shuttle 3 Papa. First climb, climb flight level 190 blue. Checked. Okay, so that TCAS seems to look much better here than it did on the previous flight. Gonna leave it on, but we're gonna be a little careful with it. But if that thing works again, that'd be splendid. Alright, so let's see if we can find some frequencies for Heathrow. Ages 121935. Here we go. Okay. Cool. So all that nonsense is done. Then, let's see if we can receive it already, even though I doubt it. No, we can. And that is definitely Heathrow. We get on the frequency and you hear expect delay in operations.
London Heathrow Airport. Information X-ray. 0650 Zulu. Arriving runway 27 left. Departing runway 27 right. Wind 260 at 7. Visibility 10. Sky clear. Temperature 19er. Dew point 13. QNH 1020. Transition level 70. Temporary tower capability may be limited. Expect delays in operations. Advise on initial contact. You have information X-ray.
Shuttle 3 Papa, contact London Control on 127.105.
127105, shuttle 3 Papa. London Control, good morning, shuttle 3 Papa, level 173, climbing level 190.
Shuttle 3 Papa, London Control identified. Hi.
Speedbird 800.
Vertical speed 1000, and about 1000 to go.
Speedbird 800 identified.
Alright, cool. So let's go ahead and start with a look into the arrival. Honolulu to Hotel. From Honolulu, Tobit, Sopit at 150.
Good morning.
then via West Coast maximum.
Expect the ILS runway 27 left approach into Heathrow. Verify information X-ray.
Control 3 Papa, X-rays on board, expect the ILS 27 left.
Version 154, continue climb to...
Alright, so then via Wisco 220 towards Bovington 220 and flight level 70. Then we got an ILS approach, runway 27 left. Moving transition in here is all okay. Hold star. Alright, so the ILS begins at the Fox 7.5 DME, 2500, 3-degree glide, down to the minimum of 277. And we got 2.5, 3 DME, 3 miles, and then we got the go around, which is straight ahead to 1080 or 0 DME, whichever's later. Turn left, 146 track, and passing 60 DME, climb 3000. So we got initially 2000, then we have London 6, and thereafter we climb 3000. And that looks fantastic.
The cabin crew will now begin the snack and beverage service. We have some delightful options for you today, including our popular tea and coffee.
So let's put London in here.
After the service, selected items from the British Airways shop will be available for your browsing pleasure. Thank you for your attention. We hope you enjoy the service.
Shuttle 8, traffic 1 o'clock, 12 miles, traffic.
So Heathrow 27 left, minimum 277, config 3. And for the engine out go around, MSA 2100. Okay, 23 minutes extra, fantastic, just like we planned it. Okay. And auto brakes low, that's all looking fantastic now. Very good. So, company message.
Descend via Honolulu Hotel to flight level 070 into Heathrow.
Throttle 3 Papa, cleared Honolulu to hotel arrival, when ready descend flight level 70 via the arrival. Okay, and that's flight level 70 blue. So assigned gate is 519er. Let's see where that is.
9, climb to flight level 400, report level.
Climbing to flight level 400, Gen X9.
So 519 is just down here.
Gen X9, descend to flight level
Probably a bus stand.
Expect lower.
But okay, so be it.
360 for flight level 320, Gen X9.
Okay.
Shamrock 4 with you at flight level 340.
So we got what we need, then let's go ahead and do the approach briefing, please. We're going to fly an ILS approach, 27 left at Heathrow, Honolulu to hotel arrival, and the MSA is 2100. For the go-around, straight at
London control identified.
Straight at left turn, 2000 feet by 60 me London, 3000 feet thereafter, and extra fuel and time, as just mentioned, 23 minutes.
Flight level 380.
Okay, thank you for that. Now for the approach, we are going to use flight director guidance, ILS approach, config 3, auto brake low, and landing flap 3 selected. Right, there's that. Now, idle reverse, locate the runway to the right hand side, taxi gate 519, no hotspots on the way in. And we've got nothing special, nothing non-standard. TQ TCAS is working again, and that's pretty much it. Any questions, suggestions, threats? No? Fantastic. So that's our briefing completed. Then I'm off ATC, and I'll say goodbye to our passengers. Ladies and gentlemen from the flight deck, this is your captain speaking. We are soon going to start our descent to London Heathrow, and the remaining flight time is about 15 minutes. Weather in London, clear skies, temperature 19 degrees and still warming up. Thank you very much for choosing British Airways for today's flight. We hope you enjoyed it. Wish you a nice day in London, if applicable a nice and safe continuous journey, and hope to see you all again very soon.
Ryanair 1, roger.
Okay.
Channel X9, traffic 1 o'clock.
I'm back on, and it's my ATC, please.
Traffic inside Channel X9.
So we have 9 miles till top of descent.
Heathrow radar on 125.625.
125.625, Throttle 3 Papa. Heathrow radar, Shuttle 3 Papa, leaving level 190, descending level 70. Descend all flight level 150 Magenta.
Shuttle 3 Papa, Heathrow radar identified. Hello.
Alright, and off we go. Landing time 45, so at 30 we turn the seatbelts on. And that's time market right down there.
Report level.
Ladies
Okay.
and gentlemen, we have now left our cruising altitude and have started our approach to London Heathrow. We kindly ask
Channel
everyone to
32,
return to your
descend
seats,
to flight level
stow your tables
280
and
at your
fasten
discretion.
seatbelts. Please note that the use of the lavatories is no longer permitted at this time.
Flight level
Thank you for
280,
your
Channel 32.
cooperation as we prepare for landing.
Channel 38, just confirming you have us.
Channel 38, reading you clearly. LP 94, descend to flight level 280, pilot's discretion.
Leaving flight level 330 for flight level 280, Alpine 94.
The clouds are looking nice today, aren't they?
Flyer 502, continue descent to flight level 150.
Leaving for flight level 150, flyer 502.
I mean, the entire airplane is looking nice, of course. But I gotta say, today I do like those clouds. MSFS is just getting better and better. There is, of course, still quite a bit of margin for improvement, no doubt about that. But I think overall, it's really, really good job. By the way, in case you are wondering why there are so many British Airways flights between Manchester and Heathrow, that's really because of transit passengers. So you could of course just take the rail, but it's going to take you a long time, and then you still have to check in at Heathrow, so you've got to be early in Heathrow and all that stuff. If you can't simply go to Manchester, check in there, and then, you know, then you get to Heathrow after the flight and you get onto your long-haul connection straight away. That's just so much easier than taking the rail and then, you know, the typical stuff later.
KLM 49 approved, report back up.
Oh, and we gotta teach say intentions that nobody is leaving the frequency. Nobody, ever. That's a VATSIM only thing. In the real world, there is always one pilot at the controls. If the other needs to take a break in the bathroom, then no problems, but there is always one pilot at the controls.
Descending flight level 310, version 154.
Speed, alt, flight level 70 blue. Ooh, that's getting quite dynamic here.
KLM 49, continue descent to flight level 160.
Fast modes on, thrust idle.
For flight level 160, KLM 49.
Wait a moment. Wisco is 250 knots, isn't it?
Purser speaking. The captain has turned on the fasten
Descending to
seatbelts.
flight
Nope,
level
220 already.
Seats and secure
Oh
your
boy.
seatbelts. We appreciate your cooperation and will keep you updated. Thank you.
Then we got to cross Bovington at level 70. so
Continue descent.
speed brakes are out.
130.
Down to flight level 130, flyer 502.
Probably no other way to do this.
Ryanair 1, cancel speed restrictions, resume normal cruise.
Gonna remove that more drag from the primary flight display.
Ryanair 1.
Channel 9, contact Paris Control on 128.875. Good morning.
Oh, controller change.
128.875, Channel 9.
And 1020 is pre-selected.
Alpine 84, descend, flight level 240.
Alpine. Nope. That is still worthy of an improvement.
Flight level 240, Alpine 84.
Alpine, yeah, he's getting it right. So 1,300 high, that's not going to be a problem for the speed brake.
Flight level 140, expect lower.
Moving for flight level 140, climb 49.
Alright. The sun is a little close to my taste here.
Alpine 62, descend to flight level 170, pilot's discretion.
Looks like we're not going to be able to make the level by bombing at all. Okay, 5,000 feet and 12 miles with a 220 restriction. Nope, ain't happening.
Ryanair 7949, continue climb to flight level 320. Flight level 320, Ryanair 7949.
Throttle 3 Papa, we will be unable to reach flight level 70 by Bovington. Now it's not our problem anymore.
Throttle 3 Papa, maintain present descent. Advise when ready for further descent.
Roger. Okay. That's making it easy. Then we're just gonna go down with the speed brake here. And once we are at level 7, or, well, we're just gonna go down with the speed brake. Easy as that.
Delta 1.
Bovington is the clearance limit.
200.
We'll have to see what ATC is going to do after that.
280 for flight level 200, Delta 1.
I'm just not going to say anything here. I want to see if Say Intentions recognizes this and gives us a further clearance prior to Bovington.
Virgin 154, descend to flight level 240. Expect
Obviously, in the
lower.
real world, if we are, you know, a couple miles from Bovington and we haven't received a further clearance, we would ask air traffic control what they want us to do. Because without further clearance, we would simply join the holding. You can see here's a published one. So we would simply join that.
Shuttle 3 Papa, turn right heading 120, vectors for the ILS, runway 27 left approach.
Right heading 120, shuttle 3 Papa. And vectors ILS 27 left. Okay.
Leaving flight level 260.
So, speed 220, vectors, passing 10,000, light signs, constraints,
We're now
LS.
beginning our final approach into London. Please turn off all electronic devices and stow them until we arrive at the gate.
GPS primary, high accuracy, start select on
Seats are in
norm.
their full upright position and your seatbelts are fastened. The current weather in London is clear with a temperature
Descend
of
flight
21
level
degrees
340,
Celsius.
pilot's
Our
discretion.
assigned gate is Terminal 5A, gate 519. Thank you for your cooperation as we prepare for landing.
Shamrock 4, traffic 2 o'clock, 8 miles, same direction. A regional jet.
Cabin crew,
flight
prepare
level
for landing.
320.
Okay, good. Center fix on top, and 088 looks correct.
Ryanair 1, continue climb to flight
Insert.
level 280.
Full heading. And here we go, there's our center line extended.
Flight level 280, Ryanair 1.
And let's enjoy a little bit more of the view of that fantastic weather over here.
Descend, flight level 150.
Flight level 150, Ryanair 1.
And then we'll see whatever they're gonna come up with. I guess probably radar vectors right onto the center fix or something, but we'll see about it. We'll see about it.
Ryanair 7949, climb to flight level 360. Flight level 360, Ryanair 7949.
Alpine 94, descend to flight level 170.
Flight level 170, Alpine 94.
Shuttle 3 Papa, speed 185 knots.
Speed 185, Shuttle 3 Papa. Okay, that's early.
London Control, Legend 920 with you, flight level 360.
Here we go, 185, flaps 1.
Good morning.
Speed checked. Flaps 1.
Shamrock 4, contact Paris Control on 135.55. Good morning.
And that's pretty much the S speed, so managed speed.
Shamrock 4.
Approach phase is active anyway. Good.
Shamrock 4, com check.
Shamrock 4, you're loud and clear.
So let's see, 10,
Orange 7,
5,
descend
10,
flight level 350.
so 25 miles. So we're in quite a good spot.
Virgin 154, descend to flight level 180. Expect lower.
Descending to flight level 180, Virgin 154.
Alright, we are still at a flight level, so we can't do the approach checklist just yet. But apart from that, everything is looking quite splendid here.
Flight level 140, expect lower.
Leaving for flight level 140, Delta 1.
Speed all star.
Ryanair 7949, descend to flight level 300 at your discretion.
Leaving flight level 340 for flight level 300, Ryanair 7949.
Alt. Alright, so for now,
Alpine 62,
1, 2, we're probably going to be behind those. We'll see.
Leaving flight level 180 for flight level 110, Alpine 62.
Singapore 25, traffic 1 o'clock, 10 miles. Traffic, opposite direction at flight level 360.
Traffic, Singapore 25.
Singapore 25, climb flight level 360.
Leaving flight level 350 for flight level 360, Singapore 25.
Shuttle 3 Papa, traffic at your 12 o'clock, 5 miles. At 6,320 neo.
Shuttle 3 Papa, that's copied. Alright, there he is on our TCAS. Fairly glad we have a working TCAS now. Can't really see him, but he's gonna be somewhere there.
Shuttle 3 Papa, turn right, heading 230, descend 4,000.
Right heading 230, descending 4000, Shuttle 3 Papa. Thrust idle, open descend all, flight level 40 blue, set QNH. And QNH 1020 cross check.
Climb to flight level 360.
Passing 7000.
Flight level 360,
Now.
next 38.
Alright, speed brakes coming out.
Channel 38, climb to flight level 360.
Leaving flight level 350 for flight level 360, Chanex 38.
Ryanair 1.
Okay, so we are of course once again a little high. Even though it's not too bad, we will be able to do this with the speed brake alone, I guess. Unless they come up with some interesting deceleration decisions there. Interesting what that guy on the left is doing there, because he's 2000 below, but that's not going to work if he's going to turn onto the same final here. I can't really see... Oh yeah, there he is. Just going IMC down there.
Shuttle 3 Papa, 5 miles from Foxtrot 27 Lima. Maintain heading 230. Descend 2500 until established on the localizer. Cleared for the ILS runway 27 left approach.
Shuttle 3 Papa on this heading, cleared ILS 27 left. Flight control, speed brake still out, that is intentional. And then we're cleared for the approach, Cat 3 dual, autopilot 1 and 2, glide slope and localizer blue. Block star, glide slope alive.
Ryanair 115, traffic 10
Alright, and approach checklist. Power ref, QNH 1020. Seatbelts on, minimums, Bravo 277. And auto brake, low, engine mode selector, norm, approach checklist complete.
Contact Heathrow Tower on 124.48.
124.48, Shuttle 3 Papa. Heathrow Tower, Shuttle 3 Papa, established, ILS 27 left. Okay, go on altitude set.
Shuttle 3 Papa, Heathrow Tower.
Speed,
Roger.
vertical speed. And gear down. And glide slope star. Go on altitude 2000 set.
3 Papa, speed 160 till 4 nautical miles.
Flaps 2. Speed 160 until 4, Shuttle 3 Papa. Alright.
Runway 27 left, winds 250 at 8, cleared to land.
27 left, cleared land, Shuttle 3 Papa. Flaps 3. Speed check, flaps 3. Glide slope. Okay. Manual flight. Landing checklist. Econ memo. Landing no blue. Landing checklist complete. So, 160 until 4. We are a landing config, so once we go through 4 miles, we'll simply manage our speed, decelerate, and that's gonna be it. Typical London weather. And there's the runway inside. Interesting, that DME isn't indicating correctly. Alright, we are VMC, so the 500 foot gate applies.
1,000.
Checked. If you compare the distance on the DME on our primary flight display with the distance to the runway on our navigation display, quite clear that the DME from the ILS here is actually broken.
Approaching 27 left.
Tracked. At least I am 99% sure that it should reach 0 at the threshold. It's mostly the United States that do it differently. And we are not in the United States here. Alright. So what are the frame rates doing here? Feels like there's a couple of micro stutters in here. Continue.
100. 30, 40, 30, 20, retard. Drive.
Spoilers! Reverse green decel. $70 knots. Manual brakes.
Auto brake off.
Shuttle 3 Papa, welcome to Heathrow. Exit at November 6 if able. Contact ground on 121.905.
121.905 Shuttle 3 Papa. Alright, you be so kind to tune that. Ground Shuttle 3 Papa requests taxi to the gate.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to London. Did you know that London is home to the world's oldest underground railway system, known as the Tube? Thank you for flying
Shuttle
with
3
British
Papa,
Airways.
taxi to Terminal
Please
5
remain
at Gate
seated until we reach
519
our
via
final
November
parking
6
position.
Alpha Yankee.
On behalf
Good
of
day.
your flight crew, thank you for flying with British
November 6 Alpha Yankee to gate 519. Shuttle 3 Papa.
directions. Please note the following.
Oman Air 104 contact
Flight
tower on
BA250 to
124.48.
Edinburgh, departing at 9:15 from gate 22.
Tower on 124.48, Oman Air 104.
70 to Paris, departing at 9:30 from gate 31.
Alright, time to clean up.
3 November contact tower on 124.48.
from gate 28.
Switching to Tower, Virgin 3 November.
Alright, after landing checklist, ready and predictive wind shear, off, after landing checklist complete. Cool, and with that, welcome to Heathrow. So, gate 519. Start the APU. Alright, so Yankee is going to be the second taxiway on the right hand side, then our gate will be right up here.
Shuttle 6 November contact tower on 124.48.
Tower, Shuttle 6 November.
I'm already turning the electric hydraulic pump on in preparation for the second engine shutdown.
Speedbird 716 ready for push and start.
Speedbird 716, push and start at your discretion.
Push and start approved.
Alright, so Yankee is going to be next to the left. And then we're approaching 3 minutes. Shutdown 2. And 2 is off.
Swiss 8 Hotel Golf request push and start clearance.
Swiss 8
So
Hotel
here's
Golf,
519, lights off.
Cleared push and start Swiss 8 Hotel Golf. JetBlue 1621 request push and start clearance.
JetBlue 1621, pushback approved.
Cleared push and start JetBlue 1621.
Speedbird 416 contact tower on 124.48.
Over to tower, Speedbird 416. Speedbird 716 ready to taxi.
Speedbird 716, runway 27.
Okay, parking brake set, bleed on, elec hydraulic off, and shut down.
Runway 27
Cabin crew, all doors in park.
6 Alpha. Link 58, Bravo.
Okay, and here we are. Let's go ahead and get that ATC off, please. Did you notice it's changed our frequency once again? Why the hell is it doing that?
Copy, Captain. Starting deboarding now. Ladies and gentlemen, we have now parked at the gate. Please make sure to collect all your
Alright.
personal belongings. On behalf of all of us at British Airways,
And the
thank
slides
you
are
for flying with
disarmed.
us. Welcome to London.
Here we go. So, deboarding is requested, I like it. And with that, welcome to London. So, the flight time was really generous on this one. Should have been there at 08:15. So we are 25 minutes early. Fantastic. Well, parking checklist. So parking record shocks. Shocks in, brakes off. Engines off. Wing light off. Fuel pumps off. Parking checklist complete. And guys, with that, welcome to London Heathrow one more time. I do hope you enjoyed the flight with us. Leave your feedback in the comments underneath the video. Like, comment and subscribe. And if you really love what I'm doing on this channel, I would appreciate a small donation through the Buy Me Coffee link in the video description below. If you're up for our next trip on to Guernsey or any other further flight or tutorials, then don't forget to subscribe to the channel. And with that, I'm really looking forward to see you all again on the next one. Thank you very much for watching and enjoy a wonderful day.